Well, what's going on out there in the YouTube world? Movie John here, not sitting over in my chair, enjoying the breeze. Don't know if it's going to rain or the sun's going to come out. 1 minute it's cool in here, 1 minute it's hot. So I opened all the windows up and spread the curtains. It's kind of dark and it's kind of sunny at the same time. It just keeps going back and forth. The West Virginia weather has been crazy lately. Been sitting over here detailing cars and stuff right now. Detailing this one right here, taking tampos and stuff off of it for my car collection. I just dry eraser marker and just go over it and clean it and go over it and clean it and go over and clean it, and they just wear right off. But I'm not here to talk about that. That's for the other channel, Diecast Johnny channel. I was talking to a guy I work with the other day, and a lot of things that people collect nowadays, there went the curtain flying in my face. A lot of things, I didn't even turn this light on, but I don't really think I need it. I ain't gonna leave it turning on. A lot of things that people collect, like toys and stuff, I was thinking of like kids not really playing with toys and collecting, like, you know, which I know they're not going to collect when they're really young or anything, but when they get to a certain age where they want to go back and collect toys and stuff they have. But a lot of it's junk nowadays. A lot of it falls apart. A lot of it's so cheap. You know, I've been stocking in the toys at Walmart, and some of that stuff is just, you can almost just break it. And like I said, you know, I got grandbabies and bought them a full monster truck, and a damn thing was broken within 20 minutes probably. Stuff they just don't make like they used to. So is the age of the collecting almost dead? Like people that are born in the 70s and 80s and even in the 90s, after the people that's born in the 90s are dying out or whatever, and the 80s and 70s are dying out, will collecting be dead by then? Are we the last generation to be collecting anything, really? It don't have to be toys. I collect toys. One real big one is media, physical media. That's a big thing. A lot of it is going to hell lately with streaming and everything. And people that's, I name the one that's in the 30s right now that said they got rid of all their DVDs. Why have it? You can stream it. That is people that don't collect, or they did collect at one time, just mainstream movies, I believe. I don't think they collected stuff that you cannot actually find on streaming, which there is thousands and thousands of titles out there that you cannot find on streaming. If you like that kind of stuff, and you have to buy the DVD or the Blu-ray. So, but it's hard to get people to understand that. They're just looking at stuff that comes out at the movies and stuff right now, and they, you know, just stream it, you know, or go to the movies. A lot of people don't even go there. I don't hardly ever go to the movies anymore. It's been, I probably went to the movies twice in the last year, maybe 2 years. I don't really go a whole lot like I used to. We just don't have a good theater here. Well, it closed down actually, and now they're supposed to reopen it. So we'll see after that. But are we the last generation to collect anything like CDs and stuff? I mean, people are listening to their phone and stuff. And yes, I do that from time to time too. I'm not going to say I don't, but I still buy CDs and stuff. I don't buy them always brand new. I buy a lot at yard sales, flea markets, stuff like that. But I still buy them. And at one time, I think my kids even told me, they was like, you know, Dad, nobody's buying CDs no more. Well, there's people that I know that I see updates on YouTube and stuff. The people that buy stuff like CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, hell, even VHS, you know. But there is few far in between that you will see collectors that's only in their 20s that are collecting. Now, some of them, my buddy JT's got a word for that called hipster. They're just seeing what's cool and going on in the collecting world, and they're buying them and collecting them, and that could be with anything though. But he sees it with you know, movies and stuff, like especially like VHS format and stuff. But there is some hardcore people out there that were raised by, you know, parents that showed them all these movies and stuff back on the day in VHS, and they just, even when they were like 20 something or 30 or whatever, they're watching these movies, and they're getting into different types of movies and stuff that are strictly not always the VHS or anything, but they do collect them, and they have a passionate love for them. One of the guys that I know on here is called Video Homicide. He has a big passion for movies and stuff. He was raised right. So if you're watching, tell your daddy he raised you right, because you know your shit. He loves movies in general. He loves movies that a lot of, you know, people, stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s, even back to the 30s or whatever. Damn curtain keeps blowing in my face. Should have moved the camera over a little bit more, but today's just one of them days. But he knows his stuff and everything, so shout out to Video Homicide. Go check him out. I mean, he likes some cool stuff. He just had a video about his top, not really top 30, but his 30 favorite movies, and I'm thinking about doing a video to that too, because we had a lot in common. A lot of movies that he picked, but I would have picked. There's a few that he didn't pick that I would have picked, but I might do a video response on that. I think I've done one before on one of his videos, a video response. Bee or something flew by the window, but I was just curious, and he said no. My buddy said we're not the last generation, the 90s and stuff. Well, that was, I said, okay, well, after the 90s, the 2000 kids. My son is born in 2002, which he's a little different. He at this time, he's going through the stage that I went through, I believe, when I was his age and stuff. Not really, you like some of that stuff, but you're not really buying it a whole lot or whatever. And maybe 20 years, maybe he will go back and buy some stuff or whatever. He does have a few things and stuff, but old Pops told him about some of that stuff and kind of got him into it, I guess, and him checking my stuff out and everything. He seems to think it's cool and stuff. But other things, collecting and stuff like the media and stuff, or the streaming's getting, you know, just imagine in 20 years what it's going to be like. These kids that like streaming now, what's going to be in 20 years, and I'm dead and gone, and people that's around my, you know, 70s and 80s are dying out. You know, this stuff, will it still be here? Will people still be collecting it? I'm not for sure. I don't know. I don't know about the movie thing. Is probably one of them that might actually happen. The toy thing, I don't know. They don't make toys like they did in the 70s and 80s. Even in the 90s, they don't make them. They don't make good toys no more. They really don't. And the ones that they do make are really not toys. They're more collectibles. They're pointed at the adult collector, like NECA and stuff. And they're $40, $50 for a figure and stuff. No kids buying that in case their parents are rich and they're going to hand over the money for them to buy it. Just something I wanted to talk about today. I've been meaning to do this video for a few days now, and I'm just now getting around to it. I've been doing stuff here in the shed and everything, and I just want to stop my music and you know, put the word out there about, are we the last generation of collectors? People that's my age. And if you're younger, then tune in and tell me that you are collecting right now and stuff. You're collecting stuff like, you know, you might be collecting toys, or you might be collecting music, or you might be collecting movies and stuff. Just let me know what you collect, what your age is, and do you think in 20 years people will still be collecting movies and stuff like they collect now? You know, especially like VHS and DVD, and, you know, I mean, VHS is still around. VHS really kind of died out in what, 2005, and the mainstream you know, makers and stuff are putting that stuff out, quit putting it out. They just went straight to DVDs and stuff. So will that happen eventually to DVDs because Blu-rays and stuff? I don't know. DVDs have still been around quite a while now, so, you know, but I still collect it. I still buy it. A lot of people think I'm crazy. I've got like I think last time I counted on my phone app, the app that I got, I had like over 1,200. But that's VHS, that's DVDs, that's Blu-rays. That's a little bit of everything that I have. So just tune in and give me a comment in the bottom. Let me know what you think about this collecting thing and just anything else in between, you know, because you do see a lot of people at conventions and stuff for toys, and you see the horror conventions and people sell movies and stuff. But you know, Best Buy not selling movies no more, I hear, and some other stores are trying to get rid of media and stuff. You can still find stuff at yard sales and flea markets. The going rate for DVDs at a flea market around my area is $1. VHS 50 cents or a quarter usually. Sometimes you might find somebody that says $1 for VHS. Blu-rays usually $2 or $3, but I have seen people sell them for $1 in my area. So, you know, it's pretty cheap to just don't buy something brand new and just wait a few months. And if somebody has bought it, you know, in the past few years, somebody's going to have a yard sale and put it out for $1, and you can get it for $1. So that's what I'm mainly doing this year with movies and stuff. In case there's something I know that's real big that I want to buy, and I'll buy brand new every once in a while. But most of the time, secondary market is where I'm going, and I got a Cheap Thrills Records, a store in my area that sells movies and stuff, and I buy used movies there too. So no big deal. Sorry, no big deal on they don't have to be brand new for me to buy them. So same way with CDs, as long as they're not scratched all to hell and they play, I buy CDs all day long. If I can find good ones at the Goodwill for, I think they're $1. They're $1 even, or yeah, I think so. In the movies are $1.49, something like that. So anyway, let me know if you think this is the last generation of any type of collecting, or will it keep going? This is Movie John, and I'm always filming.